everybody, it is Julie. Welcome back to Pages and Pens. I just sprayed setting spray on my face, so if I'm shiny for a second, I'm sorry. What today's video is going to be is a crossover between my beauty channel stuff and my BookTube channel stuff. I'm going to be doing an anti-haul. Anti-hauls are very, very popular in the makeup community, essentially letting you know what collections of makeup are coming out and what people are not going to be buying. This is a way to help cut down on some of the hype that can happen in the beauty community where products are launching and they might be celebrity endorsed and everybody feels like they need to run out and grab them because they're limited edition, etc., etc. You have to go and get the latest and greatest or else you're going to be behind on everything. While there's not limited edition, really, kind of books and stuff, there is plenty of hype and plenty of craze that comes around newly releasing or soon to be releasing books, especially with people getting ARCs and talking about them. And sometimes it can be really easy to get wrapped up in that hype and end up reading books that you don't really want to read. It's also really easy to get sucked into going out and buying something that you know you may not get to for a really long time, where you could wait until it's like on Book Outlet or on a discount site. You feel like you have to pre-order everything, even though you know there's no way you can get to those books to read them. What I'm here today is to talk to you about, I think, 6 books that I am not going to buy. All of these are going to be releasing soon, but they are not released at the time of filming this. In some cases, that doesn't mean I won't read them, but I will get them out of my library, and this is just my way to kind of encourage you to either use your library or wait and see what the buzz is around these books after they've come out before you run out to feel like you have to get them. So it's my kind of way to just step back from BookTube buying. The no-buy that I've had myself on has been really, really good for that kind of clarity to realize it's not going to kill me to not get that book right away. First up is Warcross by Marie Lu. Now, this does not mean that I don't like Marie Lu. I love her Elite series. I've not read her Legend series. I adore her illustrations. Didn't she do the illustrations for some of Illumine and Gemina? I think she's incredibly talented. The issue with this book is that I have no interest in the premise. This is about a gaming competition, much like a Ready Player One. I've not read Ready Player One. I'm not a gamer. I haven't touched a controller since the original Nintendo. Even then, I was bad at it. I did not enjoy it. One of my best friends from childhood used to love to make me play like Donkey Kong Racing or stuff like that, like Mario Kart, and I would be awful and she would get such enjoyment out of it because she would kick my butt every single time. And I feel like a lot of the references, a lot of the stuff that goes on would be lost on me. So Ready Player One, despite all of its hype, really doesn't have the appeal for me. I know this one's being compared to like a Ready Player One kind of a vibe, just doesn't appeal. So as much as I love Marie Lu, as much as the cover looks gorgeous, and I'm sure there's going to be wide buzz about it on BookTube, doesn't interest me. I'm not gonna buy it. Next up is There's Someone Inside Your House by Stephanie Perkins. This is a Stephanie Perkins thriller, and there's a couple reasons I'm not going to read this. I read the Anne and the French Kiss series and I didn't love it. I definitely didn't fall to the hype that everybody else on BookTube seems to fall to with this series, and while I don't necessarily have anything against Stephanie Perkins in general, I didn't love her writing enough to really feel like I want to continue with her books. Second, I don't read thrillers, and while psychological thrillers have been something that I've been enjoying a little bit more lately, this seems like a flat out, I think they compare it to like a Mean Girls meets Scream. Don't want anything to do with that. There's also been a couple of reviews that I saw. I believe it was Maddie, and Maddie said that there was like all these murders, but it was still 98% focused on romance, and by romance, she just meant like teens banging. This holds zero appeal to me, and if that ever changes or I want to read it for Spooktober or something like that, I'll get it from the library. I'm not going to spend my money on this. Next up is Before the Devil Breaks You by Libba Bray, which is the third of the Diviners books, and here's the issue. Every single cover is different. You guys know the controversy. The covers changed with every single book that released in this series, which drives me bananas. I have listened to both of the previous books in audiobook form from the library for free, and I will be doing the same with this one. I will not be purchasing these books until they come out with a cohesive covers, some kind of a box set that looks decent together. I have no interest in these books as individuals, and I don't have any interest in purchasing any of them right now. I've listened to them all for free. I will listen to it because I love the series. I love Libre, but I'm not going to buy it. I'm not going to spend my money on this until there's some kind of a box set with a discounted price and covers that look decent together. Number 4 is Ringer by Lauren Oliver, which really should be Replica by Lauren Oliver. I don't have any interest in that. Ringer is the second of the series of the Replica series, and the first one's already been out. Ringer's coming out in October, and I have zero interest in reading either one of those. I don't think I've read anything by Lauren Oliver, and I know that a ton of people love her, but the premise of Replica and the switching back and forth between the two perspectives, or reading all one and then all the other, or chapter by chapter, I'm sure it's a really interesting reading experience, but despite all of the hype on BookTube and how much I saw it when I first started, I just don't have any interest in it. So I'm not going to be purchasing the next one. I am not going to be spending my money on this series in general. And while I'm not vetoing Lauren Oliver in general, because I've never read her, I definitely have zero interest in this particular series, and I'm just gonna skip it. Then number 5 is Maggie Stiefvater's latest, All the Crooked Saints, which holds zero appeal to me. I have read the entire Raven Boy Cycle series and they were okay. I didn't love them. I didn't love her character building, didn't love her world building, didn't like her story. I didn't like her Shiver or Mercy Fall series at all. I DNF'd it, and I probably would have DNF'd some of the Raven Boy Cycle series before finishing it if I wasn't so new to BookTube when I found them and I felt like I had to read them to stay current with BookTube, but I just don't like her writing. I know that's a pretty unpopular opinion, but I just don't like it. And this book follows people that are looking for miracles, and I've heard that there's miracle crazed owls, there's scientific dreams, there's like journeys and forbidden love. I don't care about any of that. I believe Lala, or Kayla from Books and Lala, DNF'd the book, which is pretty unheard of because she loves the Raven Boy Cycle, and I believe she read Shiver and didn't hate it, which is mind-boggling. But if she DNF'd the book, like, I can't. There's no way I'm ever going to spend my money on any more Maggie Stiefvater. And lastly for this list is Renegades from Marissa Meyer. I'm not a huge fan of Marissa Meyer either. I've read the entire Lunar Chronicles and they were okay, but I don't get the hype. I really didn't love them. And I know that some people are really fanatical about them, but those are retellings, and I don't really like retellings. This one, I believe, follows people that are renegades, which are basically humans with extra powers. So they have superhuman powers. And this follows a non-renegade who meets a renegade who changes her mind about everything, which feels very Sabbath to Hear, an Ember in the Ashes kind of a vibe. It feels very overplayed to me, you know, like the two enemies meet and a connection is made, and you know, but they're both still in peril, and I don't care. I just don't, and I don't like her writing style enough to pony up the price of whatever this book is going to be, and I don't think this is one I'm going to get from the library either. Mind you, I will never say never, and I will wait and see what the initial feedback is on these books. I'll wait and see if eventually they come around for free on my my Overdrive app, or if I find them at the library and I'm doing a borrow-a-thon or something, and I think that, you know, the hype and the praise around the book has justified me picking them up. Right now, I have no intentions of spending my money on any of these books or these authors at this particular time. If you do, that's fantastic. These videos always have that caveat of just because these books don't interest me doesn't mean they can't interest you, or if you want to read these books and you're really, really excited for these releases, doesn't mean you're stupid or you're an uneducated reader or your opinions aren't valid. Of course they are. These are just things that I am anti-hauling. I will not be buying these. You will not see these on my channel. I know I'm in a no-buy right now, but these are not even coming close to tempting me to break my no-buy. That has been this particular video. I definitely want to hear your feedback if this is something that you would like to see me continue doing. New releases are coming out all the time. If this is a series that you would like to see me continue, there are plenty of releases all the time. I could definitely continue with this series. I'm not bad-mouthing authors. I'm not bad-mouthing books. I'm not telling you not to support authors. I'm not telling you not to support going out and buying books. I'm just saying, for me, these are books that I will not be running out to buy, even though they are new releases that a lot of people are talking about. And I think seeing both sides of that coin is really valuable. So if this is a series that you like seeing, definitely leave me feedback in the comments down below. Let me know what books are just not tempting you to go out and run and buy them. So I look forward to talking to you guys down in the comments. section. That's it for this video. If you liked it, be sure to give me a big thumbs up, click subscribe, and I will see all of you in my next video. Bye guys.